Good morning. I am back to work on this swather trailer. I got that old hub cover cut off of there. That bugger was really in there solid. Anyway, I had a subscriber mention that I ought to try just my new hubs on those old spindles. And boy, that was a brilliant idea that I didn't think about, but it's not unusual, or it's not surprising that it didn't work. They're completely different. So I've got one of those axles off and just gonna have to weld this spot. I'll cut it off back in here and weld this spot right up here, which will do a few things. Let me use the smaller tires that I can get are readily available, and all my trailer will be down closer to the ground. It won't be quite so high, so it'll be easier to load and unload those swathers. Okay, I've got this new axle in place. Just got it held in position, and what I've done, this big level I'm just using as a straight edge so that I can measure between the frame and the tire orientation, trying to get it as close as I can to tracking down the road perfectly. So just got it held up in position, and now that I've got it in position, I'm just going to go to welding and weld that thing on there. The way it worked out, I'll have that back end welded there with a spacer, and then this front will be welded in there, so this whole thing will still be adjustable. I can still adjust the width on it. Well, I got the two rear axles on. Moving on to the front axle here. I've just got them tacked in there. I'm going to pick this thing up. I'm a terrible welder welding upside down, so I'm going to get the bobcat and forks when I've got it all tacked together and try to flop this and get it in a better position to do some really good welding. But I just thought I'd show this to you. This is real interesting to me. These old hubs, I don't know, there's no telling what they originally came off of, but look at these brake pads. The brake pads look to me like they're almost brand new. It was just, I thought it was real interesting. This thing was originally had all of the piping to run those hydraulic brakes, but just thought very interesting the fact that those brake pads hadn't been used hardly at all. Wondering where the heck these hubs originally came from, and if maybe somebody replaced those pads when they built this trailer originally. It would be real interesting to know the history of it. Okay, got this project done. Not complete, but it's good enough to finish up the video. Got the axles mounted. As you can see, right there's the end of the axles. So the thing is still adjusted. They're just welded on under there. But anyway, one good thing of this project is the trailer sits about 4 inches lower, which would make it a lot easier to load. That swather won't be up in the air, perched up there and trying to fall off as easy. So that's one good thing. I got all these old rims. I wish I could think of something, or the old hubs. Wish I could think of something to do with them. But got this going. This was one of those projects. It took me pretty much 2 days to do this project, all that welding and everything. And So this was one of those projects that I got halfway through it and was wishing I'd have spent the $1,500 to buy new tires and have them mounted on those big rims, because it was a lot easier to, would have been a lot easier to do it that way, but this cost me essentially nothing. The only thing I've got left to do here is I want to get a trailer kit and do some wiring, and these rims here all have the electric brakes, so I want to get the electric brakes wired in and some lights wired on it. So that's the only thing I got left to do. What I'm planning on here, these tires are showing a lot of wear, but I'm trying to, hopefully going to get through the year with what we've got here. And the good thing is I've got a couple spares that I can carry with me if I do have a tire problem. I can just throw one of those spares on there. Those old 20-inch tires, I didn't have any spares, so if I'd blow a tire out somewhere out on the road, I was kind of in trouble, because you can't just go buy those tires, you have to order them in. So anyway, I thought I'd finish things up here, and thanks for watching.